China's electricity numbers have been up recently, but as of fourth quarter 2012, what we saw was a decrease in raw electricity numbers. Now, what you're looking at here is a factory in an outer district in Shanghai, China. I'm at top of a building now, looking down on it, and it is rolling three or four lines, but this is less production than what it had recently been running. As recent as right around Christmas time, I noticed that there were more lines running, and that can be said for a lot of factories throughout China that are export driven. Now, there's some interesting articles that I've got listed down below here in the info box on electricity numbers. Is it a reliable source to find out if the Chinese economy is truly going off the deep end, or is it a lull in the numbers, and the recent pickup and forecast for 2013, is that accurate? There are many that debate that fact, but we can look at the numbers and we can draw from it the real numbers and hopefully sift through the government release figures. But one thing's for certain, the economy is slowing on at least some sectors. And I'll talk more about that in later videos, but this is a typical factory, and this factory here that you see, it produces farm equipment. This is a co-op factory for New Holland, which produces combines and other farming equipment, and there are a lot of these type of factories in the Jiangsu River Delta area. And we can take a look at their production and see kind of where the economy is going, both internally and externally. Now, another figure you can look at is unemployment. You can look at the number of cargo ships and containers that are leaving China through Hong Kong and other places, as well as coming in. So there's many different numbers that we can crunch to find out what's really going on. But as a expat here on the ground, I can say for certain that it has slowed up quite a bit. At least quarter 4 2012 and quarter 1 2013. We'll just have to wait to see exactly where this goes from here. Okay, this data here from the San Francisco Fed, and we can really put a little credence on that, because as we know, the Fed has lied about quite a bit of information in the past, but the San Francisco Fed officials say that China's numbers are okay, and they base this on a number of different factors. But one thing that they leave out of this article, which I will of course post here for you to take a look at, is the fact that the banking system, the debt to GDP ratio, shadow banking here is out of control, and I hope to get some time to do a video on that later. But legitimate lending and shadow lending on the black market is also out of control, and on a scale it's much bigger than it is actually in the West. And so that is a key factor that nobody wants to talk about, either here or abroad, in much depth. So hopefully I can get some legitimate numbers on that and run those by you and tell you exactly what I think is happening based on that information. So check the links out if you're curious about 2013 and the real economy in China.